What remains of Edith Finch? I have no idea what this is, so... or what I'm doing.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay. I've never played this game, don't know the concept of this game. Just know I'm playing it. Okay, sensitivity is low. What kind of pause menu? Oh. Oh, can I really not up the sensitivity? Damn. Hold on, sir, hold on. Okay, can I go faster than...
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay. I like these. Can I take them? No. Okay, zoom, zoom. What is this?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Can I open them immediately, or...?
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh. They spelt my name wrong. Cool.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Okay.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Wait a minute. This is a path. Ah, secrets. I'm onto you, game. I'm onto you. Is this where we keep the death of the infidels? There's gotta be something down here with taking. Missing posters. Huh. Is there anything I need here? Why am I allowed to be going down here? Burning native land. I've got to go back up that hill eventually, but I want to have a look around. Why am I even allowed here?
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I have questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Maybe this is the right way. I'm starting to think that this is the right way.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I like the way they're telling the story, but, like, it's kind of boring at the same time. Oh. Oh. I do the walk. Okay.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
This looks like a cool-ass house, just there's a tree growing in it.
The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Okay, how do I get in? Let's try the front door.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. Hold on, shooting that fat text. Okay. Let's see, what are we doing here? Let's go this way. There's missing posters everywhere. I assume that's going to be pivotal to the plot because they're shoving it down my throat.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6.
Okay.
It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
I don't think it's an odd joke. His corpse is probably still down there. This is a sort of path. Okay, nothing here. What am I meant to be doing? I'll go around the back, I suppose. How do you run? Triangle's the menu? Why is triangle the menu? How do you... Can I run? I can't run. Why can't I run? Okay. Okay, I just crawled in through a doggy door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Okay, well I'm inside. That's a start.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay, you could have led with that before flicking a switch that you knew wouldn't work. Dumbass.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Okay, that's really depressing.
Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Okay.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Oh.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Okay. Well, let's go this way.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay, what do we got here? Let's open this bad
Mom
boy
always
up.
told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Just break the window and... Oh my god, nerd.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Am I supposed to be remembering these names? Is it gonna do something? Can I back out? Yeah, I don't want to do that. Again. Can I unlock this door now? No.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Oh.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Okay, can I grab it? Is there something in there? Oh. Why is this all like that? Alright, upstairs we go.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
That's really odd.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh my god, that sounds miserable.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
The last time I was in Edith Senior's room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
So everyone's fucking dead. Jesus, it's miserable. What's going on over here? See a red wire. Something's plugged in.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Wow. That's one way to say things. Oh,
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, so I guess my goal is to get up there eventually. I've checked that side. Let's go this way. That's open. I'm gonna check this out. Why is everyone dead? What
Molly
the
always
fuck?
seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
This is such an odd house. They just build onto it as the generations keep going, I guess.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Okay, does this open? Oh, it does.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh, hello stream. In busy editing, but I'll be here on the down low like a good mod.
Is that my baby girl? It is my baby girl, okay.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Okay. So Milton has the key to this.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Wait, what? How do I? Oh.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oh, Molly's room, huh?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
And now you're on the inside.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. So far, I like the story. Oh wait, is that a map? Okay, what do we got here?
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh, no.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm the little girl right now. No, we don't need
I
fish.
thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Poor Molly.
Mom, can I come out now?
The fuck did you do to...
It's late. Go to sleep.
Oh. Das ist im Deutschen, ja?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Okay, no candy. What do you got, Molly? Where's the secret food stash?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh, those can't be real, can they?
I kept eating and eating.
Oh no. Ugh. Gross.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh no.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Oh no.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
I
Odd.
tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Wait, what?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Hang on. Fuck. It's like Animal Crossing. What is this? I don't know what that is. Okay, so the parents hate this girl. Is what I'm understanding. Where'd the bird go? Can I get up there? How do I catch this thing?
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Okay, I can climb
Now
this.
I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Oh, wow, that's really dark.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
What?
Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Wait, I'm confused.
Rabbits.
Oh, wait, what? Where are the rabbits? Oh. Oh, this is very weird.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine
Ooh.
through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
This
A
game's a
mama
mood.
rabbit.
This game's a mood. Another rabbit? Where do you see another rabbit? Oh, I see a mama rabbit. She gonna do her a dib.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? You lost me, game. You really lost me. How do I... What? What the f...
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Okay.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Oh, okay, this girl is like something else. Where'd it go? Come here.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Edith Finch is a fucking sociopath. Pass it on.
Yeah, I agree. This is fucking something else. Damn, you know. Where's the thumbs down? Thumbs down there. Oh, I'm a snake. Or an octopus? Wait, what?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Do you smell people, Edith? Because, pretty sociopathic.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh my. Ooh. Edith is a bit of a... It's kind of dark. What am I looking at here? Where am I meant to go? This way? stuff from up here.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Okay, this is really something else.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Wait a minute,
I
what?
slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
The good smell led into an old pipe. Slithery, I guess. Oh, it came up a toilet. Oh, wait, what? Oh, this is Molly's room.
I got closer and closer.
Oh my. We're really doing this? We're really gonna eat ourselves? How do you... I assume I'm in bed somewhere. Or am I gonna eat mom and dad? Oh no.
All my stomach started growling.
All of my stomachs started growling.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting
Tentacle
to
porn.
fall asleep. But it's not going to
hope
wait
not.
much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Wow. That is very eerie. That was the last thing she wrote, too. Yikes.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Huh. So these are like my relatives, I guess. Alright. Very interesting. I don't know if I like that. Actually, let me have a look and oh, I can't go back now. Great. Okay.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh. I'm sure every mother wants to hear that. Why is there a
The only trace
peephole into
Grandpa
the
Sam's
bathroom?
first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
First
It
wife.
was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, I can see that. Is there anything in here I need? Oh, what's this? Oh.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Huh. Cool. Some interesting engineering there. Okay, what is this?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
He's got a dark room. Okay. Milton. I love how all these siblings had like rooms connected and shit, but like, oh man, it's all dark and eerie. This is pretty cool actually. What am I looking for?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Interesting. Oh, he died at 11, I see.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
He's gonna
Maybe
jump.
if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh no.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
First of all, this is not how physics would work. Oh my.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I don't think, this is really cool. If not the game itself, at least the ideas here.
The passages were a pretty tight fit.
Hang on. Let me turn up the brightness. I know it might be a little dark.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Huh.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just a boost her career. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father.
If Sheza has been at 1-6, then I don't know what that makes the rest of us rip.
To the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother.
Oh my god, I peaked at 10.
The comeback was cancelled.
The fucking white girl problems.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration.
White
but
rich girl
I'm
problems.
not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So
White girl
Barbara
problems,
went to
I'll
look for
have you
him
know picking what syrup you want in your Starbucks is really hard.
She reached for the music box.
Why is the key still here if Rick took it?
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh. Oh, I like the choice of music.
And imagine the worst.
Oh.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Alright, where are we going?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh dear. Nerd.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then
Okay.
act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
He's probably dead. Wow. Okay, where are the stairs? Odd flex, but okay.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Portuguese Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious
Laughing
activity.
kept his crutch, that's my petty ass.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And the irony was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Where's the secret exits? There's gotta be another way out, right? You just said this. Oh, duh.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
This is Molly's. No, not this one.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Gonna go downstairs and he's not gonna be there. Predictable. Oh my god, he's vanished! Just like that! Come here, Hook Boy.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What?
Oh dear.
Is that really your reaction?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
Wow, that's
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
these puns are killing me. I mean, it fits the story, but Jesus Christ. Puns are so corny.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Hang on just a second. Oh, so that's 3 of them down. I guess I'm just hunting down clues of like the family. Well, now I know the key is in the thing.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Why did it just do a save? The hell was that about? Okay, what do we got going on down here? Sven.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Makes sense. Sven looks like a carpenter of some sort.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Okay.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
It's a very dark section.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories...
Jesus Christ, he's got a follow-up bunker.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
That's really eerie.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Oh. Hang on.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive it.
Okay.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Whoa. Bo? Já está?
I know it's out there, somewhere.
Alright, I'll be right back, stream.
Whatever killed Barb.
Okay, where were we?
Bruh.
Okay, whatever killed Barbara.
And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh my god. He got himself struck by a train, Jesus.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Jesus.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Why do the tracks just end here? Oh. Erosion.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
I'm supposed to... No. Back up to the house then. I guess. I don't know.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Path winds this way. I guess this is where we're going.
Death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy. Derpy and Derpy Jr. Furpy, Lurpy, Zerpy. Oh, that's funny.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Died at 10, died at 11. He actually grew to be, what was that, 49? Edie was the oldest. Walter, in the nearly 50 years. Well, it's cool. Everyone's got like their little thing.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.
Odin?
My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh. What? And now where do I go? Back?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Oh, this is a very cool story, actually.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, she's pregnant. Oh, okay. I didn't like that. Why did they tell me that now? Wait, what? Can I climb up? Can I climb in? Oh, there's a ladder. Duh.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
She's 17 and 22 weeks pregnant.
Intense.
Interesting.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
What am I taking pictures of?
Anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Wow.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
I don't get it. What am I meant to photograph here?
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad,
Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Don, you
Oh.
don't have to do anything. Great shot, Don.
That's really sad.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Okay, wait, what? Oh, that's just sad.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh. Wow, that's sad. I mean,
Of all these
deserved,
stories,
but
that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
wow.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh no, come on. Not a baby. Man.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
I'm very confused.
Talking over Gregory, it's time to... Hold on a second. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
Wait. What?
You reminded me so much of Calvin. lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
Oh, I don't like this.
It sure made him happy. I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. I could feel something.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want that.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
She emptied the... Oh, God.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything.
That makes me really sad.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh my God. That's so sad.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, confused. Am I meant to be doing something?
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm
Our
inside
father
his
never
heart.
hit us kids, laughing Lucky.
Yeah, I know, right? Must be nice.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Do I gotta find the new one?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh. Alright, fair enough.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Is he still flying his kite even though it's... okay. Let's see. Not the brightest bulb. What am I meant to do here? Oh.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said was, make the music louder. I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
Well.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Damn.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Okay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Huh. Am I meant to... Maybe I missed something up there. Am I dumb? Did I miss something? Why can't I pick up the book? What am I missing here? Maybe I'm just going to a different part of the house.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
What am I looking for here? Did I miss something? Huh. Think I might have missed something. What did I miss though? Did him... Is there another secret door in this room?
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Oh, I think these are just things I might have missed the first time around when I explored his room. I have not a clue where I'm supposed to be heading. I'm very confused though. No. It's gotta be up here somewhere, right? I imagine. Oh wait, I didn't even see this. Dumb.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. Last.
course it didn't.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
That's sad.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
This is really cool.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Chloe used to play all those dumb mobile games that old people play. Wow. Wow, Chloe, wow. Okay, well, let's see.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Sad noises. Do I progress? Oh, I see the progression.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room, until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room, except Louis.
The staircase to nowhere. This is very beautifully done, if anything. How do I... Oh, I see. Oh, he smoked hookah.
Lewis's
Loser.
room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Huh.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
So it's such an odd acid trip.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded.
Huh? Okay. Okay. Oh man.
With him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a...
What?
handsome queen.
Okay. A beautiful prince or a handsome queen, that's funny. It's an interesting way of telling a story.
The queen was on her own quest for...
sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her
electric sitar.
Electric sitar.
Cool. Oh, this is pretty cool, actually.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
This is a really interesting game. I was not expecting this. It's very slow, but I like it.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Odd flex.
He began to forget the world we know.
Oh no.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Oh no.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Killed himself. No, damn it. Not what I meant to do. Oh, it's this way anyway. Glad I came back.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed in. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe I should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. The whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hall. Why don't you go? The grown-ups have to argue.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Wow.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your story. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered.
Could we wander a little less? I don't like the wandering sections.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't want to talk about it. But she started getting sick. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while. And then she didn't.
Wow, this story is really sad.
And then I was alone.
I mean, it's very entertaining, but
last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Her pregnancy?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Am I giving birth to myself? That's a funny little concept there.
I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. I guess I feel like this now. Things didn't work out.
Oh no. She died in labor?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Aw, that's so sad. Well, I guess that's it. That was a very small game, I guess. I don't know. Pretty small. It was good though. Did I not get to see Odin? Oh. I never got to play his story.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch was one of the latest victims of the family curse. His wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
And that's it. That's the last
When Edie
story.
told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said
Oh,
he was
I'd
building
never-
a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Dumb. It was literally right there.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
I could have. Wow, dumb. I totally missed this section earlier. Alright, well, that's it. Alright, that's it guys. See ya.